What's up, everyone? It's time for we're going to start looking at another franchise as we're going to start talk about the Tremors franchise. Just beginning with the first one, Tremors. So, it was released January 19th, 1990, and was directed by Ron Underwood, who actually did films like Mighty Joe Young, Heart and Soul, City Slickers, and The Adventures of Pluto Nash. It had a budget of $10 million and a box office of $16.7 million. So it was technically considered a flop when it came out, but it developed a huge cult following on home video. So the rental stores and stuff couldn't keep it on their shelves, and it eventually spawned 6 sequels. So we're going to go through each one eventually. But Tremors. If you haven't heard of this movie, well, it's a monster movie that takes place in the daytime. It takes place in New Mexico or Arizona or something like that, some desert country or desert state. And so it stars Kevin Bacon and Bill Ward, or Fred Ward. I can't remember his first name, but yeah. And they play a working duo in this small town of Perfection where they help out the locals and stuff like that. But then amongst doing their rounds and stuff, they notice some of the locals are disappearing and ending up dead. Same with the livestock and stuff. So weird things start happening. They also meet a seismologist who is detecting weird tremors in the area and stuff. That doesn't make any sense. So they start working together and start uncovering that there is a monster, worm-like creatures attacking the town, and that have been laid dormant and has started coming and attacking the town and townspeople and starting to eat them. So they have to stand their ground and protect the town as best they can. With every means necessary, whether it's staying off the ground and being on rooftops and stuff, to much other interesting decisions. Overall, this film is really well executed. You know, I don't really see a monster movie in the daylight very often because darkness is really easy to hide things. But this one has a great atmosphere. There's a lot of good tension in this. The practical effects in general are all superb, really well done. The acting's really good, and overall, it's really well shot as well. And the story and everything like that, I think, is pretty flawless for what it is. They do have good ways of explaining how the worms attack. Since they don't have eyes or noses, they basically sense vibrations. So they do that with like a little girl on a pogo stick jumping down the street and stuff, and like vehicles driving and things like that. There's a lot of good death scenes in this too that are really well staged and well executed. Overall, a lot of really good imagery came and look of it. And obviously, it has Burt Gummer, the side character, who's a gun fanatic of his wife, and they have to help hunt him down as well. And it's a really fun film overall. Well, you really get characters are really well developed, and you really get to know them. And there's always one that's somewhat relatable to someone. And and it's never really a dull moment. I do think they spend a lot more time on like rooftops and rocks and stuff that needed, but overall, it's just a really good film. I just wanted a little bit more, and then because it gets going, and then it just fades to out. But for the most part, it's a really good film, and there's very little wrong with it. So you should definitely check it out. So I'm gonna give Tremors a 4.5 out of 5. It's another really good monster movie. So if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. I'll try to find it where you can watch it for free and link it down below. But if not, I'll at least link the trailer down below so you check that out. And like this. Make sure you like this, or yeah, we'll do that. But also link down below is my Instagram. That's where I post clips of films from review and feature on my story. I usually have the film time hashtag, subject film hashtag, so you're aware of it. Also, my Letterbox is down below at Derek P Reviews. That's where I post my first diary after watching the films. And my Twitter's down below at reviews_Derek. So follow me on those platforms, stay in loop with the channel. Like this video, share it to more people, wherever. Comment your opinions of the film down below. And if you have any films or film franchise in any genre and on any streaming service that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. Also, just let me know if you want me to do the sequel sooner than later, which I think the next one, if you ring that bell, I'll probably go and review Tremors 2 Aftershocks in the next review. So make sure you ring that bell. Make sure you subscribe. Hopefully, find something weird, obscure, and odd that you probably never thought of checking out together. And also, so you might been on popular films that come out, classic films, and reviews on other things as well. So, yeah, well, that's it for this one. Tremors is really good, and there's 6 more sequels to talk about. So, let's get rolling into those. So, yeah, like I said, I'll be reviewing Tremors 2 Aftershocks in the next review. So, make sure you ring that bell and watch out for all those crazy carnivorous worms underneath the ground trying to eat us. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So, until then, cheers.